full day of bowl games begins here with the Birmingham Bowl. The Big East Rutgers playing for a 9th win here as they take on the winner of the Army-Navy game, that being the Navy Midshipmen, rocking their Jolly Rogers once again. Navy's season has been saved from the brink this year, and they hope to capitalize and end on a high note. Welcome. I'm Type Joy 101, joined by my good colleague, the Pig Bear.
Finally made it to bowl season.
Finally here.
Bowl game. Here.
Oh, whoops.
After being at one.
You were at one yesterday.
Yes, where I was 25 feet away from Flavor Flav. I can go to my grave saying that.
And don't we all wish to?
Yes.
I think I need to turn the volume down a little bit. There we go. I've been doing off stream. I've been working on the history of the 2K's bowls. As Rutgers takes the field for the first time. Let's get us started. Gonna run these games pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Since this is our last day, we have we have one more day of full streams coming up. That being next Saturday for the championship game, the national championship, Michigan and Utah. I've been working about bowl history off stream. I've also finished the D2 and FCS D2 and D3 playoffs. As I made over the middle of the field before I can say it. Big play. Can anyone catch him? No. Touchdown, Rutgers. And before I can even say anything, Rutgers is on the board.
I'm going to say one thing about this game real quick.
What about?
Not this many people go bowl games. I know they have to do it to where it doesn't make the stadium just look ugly. But there were not this many people at the Birmingham Bowl. And I know we are in a 2KU where it's
I wish we could customize it.
Yeah. Like, if you had a really good season, yeah, in your playoffs, oh yeah, the stadium's be full. If you're like, oh no, San Jose State, and you're playing the Fenway Bowl, you're not going to bring that many fans. For example.
I don't know how on earth you'd be playing the Fenway Bowl if you're San Jose State, but here comes Navy for the first time today. Not the best season for the midshipmen this year, but they beat Army, so that's always a positive. Their fourth straight year actually beating the Army Black Knights. But as I was saying, we have the championships set for D3 and D2. We're going to start with the D3 championship. The #1 overall team in the country in D3, Mary Hardin Baylor, is lined up. They'll be taking on Ithaca, the 3 seed in the reseeded finals, and #6 in the country. So there is your D3 championship. Mary Hardin Baylor out of Texas, Ithaca from New York. The D2 championship is set. How about one of the biggest upsets we've seen all year? Colorado Mines upsetting Pittsburgh State in the semis. They will be moving on to play for their first national championship.
Big sack on that play.
They're trying to win their first national championship. They'll be doing it against Virginia Union, who will be Virginia Union is number 17 in the country, and they're trying to do something that no HBCU has done since 1978, and that's hold a NCAA championship. That last team to do it was Florida A&M in the inaugural year of the FCS.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense fell coming into
We've had many a team come close, but can Virginia Union be the one to break the barrier? One way or another, we're going to see history being made. Colorado Mines. It would be the lowest seed to ever win the D2 championship. I'll throw that up there. Has a man open to the 21-yard line. We have the Final Four set for the NCAA Division I football championship. That's in the FCS. The top two of the top one seeds have faced off against each other here. That's going to be Montana and Gardner-Webb. And what's a clash of the Titans in FCS? The winner gets the winner of Stony Brook and Ferris State. Two teams both looking for their first national championships. Stony Brook looking for their first national championship at the FCS level. Meanwhile, Ferris State only won it once back in 2000. Option player keeping himself. So, Pigbear, who are your picks? First off, D3, Mary Hardin Baylor and Ithaca.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats.
Give me Ithaca winning.
Ithaca.
So Ithaca's saying, not a...
They've swapped into the
Okay.
field. We're ready to go in the
How about,
I think it's Utica.
down, and remember, they can pick
Utica is D1
scoring.
in 2KU.
Goes to the option.
No, I mean on Steam Games.
Pushes
Ah.
ahead for 2 to the center.
And yeah, not Utica. No, it's an Albany expression.
Yeah.
Ithaca not too far from Utica. Upstate New York. But yeah, D2 championship. Colorado Mines and Virginia Union. Who do you have?
This deep in the red zone, third down, they
Give me Colorado School
without scoring.
in this one. Actually, no. Give me Virginia Union. I'm riding with it. I've got a teacher who went to Virginia Union. Touchdown
Keeping it
on
himself.
this one.
Touchdown, Navy! With a bit of flair.
I'm gonna give it to the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, historic championship for sure. So how about in those Final Four matchups? Montana, Gardner-Webb, who do you have?
Give me Gardner-Webb.
All right. And who are they playing? Stony Brook or Ferris?
Give me Ferris.
It'll be a battle of Bulldogs, Gardner-Webb and Ferris State. Who would you have in that game?
I'm only driving North Carolina. Give me Gardner-Webb.
All right. Be Gardner-Webb's first national championship, should it happen. Kick is true, and this game is tied.
6 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And we're all square as he set the kick.
How much of bowl season for 2KU have you seen?
Kicks
Oh.
it off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he
Bit of
gets.
lag there. How much?
I've kept
Looking for some running
All right.
room, not much.
What do you think the best moment of bowl season has been?
Outside the pocket, let's
Whoa!
big play.
Look out!
This is obviously a tender. Just as we're
He's still going!
touchdown.
Touchdown! Are you kidding me?
Heck, give me
the end zone. Touchdown.
that. That was. They're like, you want to play for bowl season? That.
Ooh.
change the scoreboard in a flash. You just
That all lagged out for me. I didn't see what happened. Oh, he's a wide receiver. A passing play over the middle. And he took it all the way. But I think game of the season has to be that Rose Bowl clash. An all-timer for 2KU.
Yeah.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Rutgers to make it a 7-point ball game here with the extra point.
And no doubt about it.
Good.
He gives him a 14-7 lead.
How about you talk about what happened off stream? What you just got off stream?
One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the
funny that you're helping me call this game because I believe you have something related to that, Pig Bear. You want to share?
About
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman.
Since you're here calling with me.
Space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team.
Oh yeah,
Him at the 21.
I got a
Midshipman offense making its way
high school
back
athletic
onto the field.
broadcasting. So,
Yeah.
I will be broadcasting some basketball games in the next upcoming weeks.
Down at the 31 after a
If you have the whatever subscription you need to watch North Carolina high school basketball, check them out.
Yes, I will send the link if anyone has a subscription in the server. And also, speaking of basketball, I will get some ACC 2KU basketball scores in because funny thing is I couldn't get XMU to work today after trying because I kept downloading wrong BOS files. So I was going to stream a game, but
quarterback on the keeper.
yeah, I might just have to find a veteran weather.
And he's got 4 to the 35. Well, guys, Bulls
Is conference play starting now, or has it been going?
traditional matchups
Conference play started
regularly.
last week or this week. I think today was the last day for conference play.
So,
The ACC started. This was game. This is actually game 4 for the ACC. So they started earlier in the month.
yeah.
They just played a couple games. This is week 1, games 2.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
2KU.
really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best.
Actually, this is just week 1. Still.
You could probably put that in CA Sports since you have since we haven't used that channel
It was special to take
since April of last year.
time, but playing in games.
Yeah, when the Masters, which I kind of just did a scoring average thing, calculated it, and in the final
Now this offense
determined a winner.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 here for Navy. Only Navy would play in a formation like this and have a run play on 3rd and 11. It's not going to go anywhere. But don't count out Navy. Never count them out.
Never count them out.
I love DBs that want to tackle. They get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Punts it, fair catch.
Inside the 30. 151 to go in a half. Rutgers with the lead.
My computer chargers actually can run those scores real quick.
Caught. Past the 40 for another first down. Well, also today we have a couple more bowl games on the final day. Up next, it's the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Arkansas State and Western Michigan.
As one wise man once said, nope, that ain't not ball.
There's your first down for Rutgers. After that, we have the Eagle Bank Bowl. Kennesaw State bowling for the 2nd straight season, and also only their 2nd season in the FBS. Kennesaw State taking on Stephen F. Austin, former Southland champion, now a WAC team. In their first and last season in the WAC when they jump ship for the Conference USA. And we wrap with the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl between 2 future conference opponents. Central Arkansas announced football affiliation with the WAC next season. UCA will be taking on their future opponent in Cal State Fullerton.
Yes, that's a conference matchup.
They have a lot of more closer teams. Louisiana Tech, Hardin-Simmons, West Texas, Sam Houston they'll be reuniting with. Actually, not Sam Houston. Sam Houston is also going to CUSA. I believe Central Arkansas will be the furthest east of any WAC team.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Throwing it, it's caught.
Got it in the middle. It's strong.
3rd and 5. Into field goal range.
Grinding his way to the 23.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
I had this debate with myself. Where does field goal range start?
Not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short.
Dropped.
Incomplete, and we
Typical team or like great or Justin Tucker?
Just any team.
Just any kicker? Let's just
I would say about the 30.
yeah, 30. If you're kicking a ball from the
And that's
30,
from exactly the 30.
47.
This is a 40-yarder.
40-yard, yeah.
Kick is up,
But if
and it's good.
balls in the 40, shortest will be 45, longest 47 or so. 35. What's 33? We'll go 33 because let's just say the average kicker's max range is 50. 33, yeah.
Yeah. All right, 17-7. 3 seconds to go in the half. Rutgers holds the lead. And they might just... This might be the last play before the half. Navy will get a chance to kick it off again. And on try one, it goes nowhere at the end of the half. Rutgers with a 17-7 lead.
College basketball game simulator.
Send a link to that to me, by the way.
Yeah, it'll be
I put this out before, but I'm putting out another. I'm putting it again. I'm putting out a bounty for anyone who can. Anyone who could do a custom schedule and conference format for a game like Draft Day Sports or FCCD.
Week 1 ends tomorrow, so should I just simulate those games and just put them in? Make sure everyone actually plays.
Might as well. You know the 2Ku's ACC, right?
Yeah. I have a schedule already made out for this. I made it a couple months ago.
Good to know.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
And as long as you're doing it, if you could stream it yourself, you could probably, you could probably like, you could probably live stream like an ACC game of the week or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that at some point once I actually get a way to stream it.
If you've got a computer, OBS is free. It does take a bit of learning, but we're 2nd and 4 for Navy.
Let me actually pull up the model so I can just copy teams now.
Throwing it up there, caught.
Yeah.
Bringing up 3rd down.
3rd down for the midshipman.
I was saying earlier, I'm working on 2KU bowl history.
Okay, so all the 2K in Excel.
What?
This is all the 2KU stuff's in Excel. Should I make this in Excel too? Or does it not matter if it's in Sheets?
As long as you don't need images, Sheets works. As long as you can just get it to us. Big play for 1st down for Navy.
I don't want to pay for Microsoft 365.
I might have to I'm in the process of migrating all my stuff because I am broke.
Yeah. I dropped like $100 yesterday, so don't drop.
I'm in what we call charitably here the Joey unemployment arc.
Oh, we have Pate State in this? Why are the images working now? They were working earlier. I'll make sure everyone plays this week. Right, Clemson plays, Duke plays.
I have a version saved just on my hard drive in case I lose my stuff.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through
Rolling, he'll throw it. Has the man open to the 22-yard line. 1st down.
Yeah, this schedule thing doesn't like to have Dave's show in it because they're not a real school. Like, all right, never mind. I got a working version. So I have to get off the app, the Excel app. That's what was messing with it.
You guys show me how to do something like this.
I can put it like ChatGPT. Hey, make me a schedule.
Ooh. I trust ChatGPT as far as I can throw it, so.
Yeah. Maryland College is not a real college.
No.
That's just a thing. 2K.
That was
45.
yeah, that was just a fake thing.
Who's in place of?
I forget. I think it's Mount St. Mary's.
Yeah.
No, Mount St. Mary's is in the game.
The way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense.
It's not Towson.
11 guys, they've got their
The
head
Townsend's
down,
in the game.
and they're
Loyola, I think.
They knew it was going to be tough
Loyola,
facing this
okay.
option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying.
I don't know. We might have to remake the
nowhere
schedule.
for him to go and creating a big loss.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end.
All right, the end of 3, 17-7. Rutgers over Navy.
Cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side.
They'll try a field goal to make it a 10 or a 7-point game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Rather is Microsoft Copilot.
So
We'll be using that instead of
Yeah, I do not trust a lot of those sort of programs for like accuracy.
Yeah, it like just got rid of Dave Show whenever it's scheduled. Let it go like important. Like they don't play for 2 weeks straight. And they'll like show up randomly in this.
That is a very Dave Show schedule, I'll tell you what.
Yes.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
But it did give me 1 week where it was like all rivalries was pretty cool. Like
That is pretty good.
South Carolina, Virginia, Virginia Tech, and North Carolina, Duke were all on the same night, so it actually worked out pretty good.
That's entertainment right there. I don't know how good Carolina is at basketball. South Carolina.
They're terrible, but we somehow lost to them this year, and we're actually not that bad.
I mean, women's, like, no
Well,
doubt.
women's not great, but
I hope they make a college hoops. They also have the women's teams. Because I feel like at this point, if you didn't have it, it'd be kind of lame, you know?
They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
Oh, he's going to be sacked.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense.
and obviously I want Dave Show to play actual games, so
Yeah. I still need to finish the NAIA. That would also entail I have to
Dave
make...
Show Vegas.
Day Show Vegas would actually be a good idea for NAIA. Good,
Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield.
Good input. Throwing it out there wide open, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they're going to make it a statement here in Birmingham.
I misspelled Virginia Tech. I spelled Virginia right, but I misspelled Virginia Tech. Virginia. Are you kidding me? All right.
Add another to their lead.
Actually got to make me a real schedule.
Kick is on the way, and it is good.
They have a 2-touchdown lead. Up
24-10. Rutgers in the lead.
Efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense.
What day does is our selection show for 2KU?
I don't know.
Let's just say that's March 13th. Just
It-
for hypothetical.
It'd be about the same date as the normal one, so.
Everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial.
Selection Sunday 2025.
March 9th
RIP
would be,
Greg
I guess,
Gumbel.
the date. RIP, the legend, Greg Gumbel.
March 7th. Yeah. March 17th, IRL.
March 17th? That's not a Sunday, that's a Friday. No, wait, wrong calendar, hang on.
Did it?
That's a Monday.
Yeah, that's a Sunday.
March 17th? That's a Monday.
Yeah.
I have the March...
Before it says,
Oh, well, there you go.
Before, my bad. March 16th. March 16th. So
There you go.
has March 3rd. Let me input that the AI.
March 3rd is also a Monday.
Ends on March 2nd. I'm
Okay. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Minute 22 to go.
It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
With how little time we have, they're probably out of this one, but
They're trying to
they
get
might try it. Timeout.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the stick. It's on third down.
Bit of lag here. He'll throw it into the pixel. That's caught. Touchdown, Navy.
Down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Navy's not dead yet. Take a miracle of proportions, but
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. On the option. He'll keep it in
On a pitch play. That works. They got the 2-point conversion.
Now they trail by only 6. So that scoring drive took only 6.
And that might not be ball game.
Pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out.
But it'll all come down to this
One of the touchdowns they need.
onside kick.
Get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
and
Rutgers got it. That should bring it home.
Able to corral it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
And that should do it. 24-18, the final of our first bowl today. Rutgers wins the Birmingham Bowl over Navy. Up next, it's the GoDaddy.com Bowl, as Arkansas State takes on Western Michigan. Big Bear. Big Bear. Or has he stepped out? Yellow. There we are. Don't fall asleep this time, by the way. We only have 4 games to do, so... Yeah, it's Arkansas State and Western Michigan.
That was weird. What's the next game?
GoDaddy.com, Arkansas State, and Western Michigan.
GoDaddy.com. What uniforms are feeling?
I think Ark State can just have the all black.
All right, here. I got this helmet.
Okay.
And then these are...
Let's look through Westerns, because... Well, he actually didn't stop to look at them, so...
Uh-oh.
I think I like the brown, white, brown.
Brown, white, brown. That's the way option, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
GoDaddy.com is from...
Mobile, it'll be 68 Ventures now.
That's like one of the first Bell games, so I can just go this way.
I passed it.
Adventures. 3:30?
3... Let's just make it an evening game.
Evening.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's have fun with it. Welcome to Mobile, Alabama, the GoDaddy.com Bowl, one of the greatest bowl names of all time here in 2KU. Here we have a 10-win Arkansas State runners-up in the Sun Belt. They'll be taking on a 9-3 Western Michigan. And we're underway. Arkansas State will get us started.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff
Let's get
moves
things
him
started.
around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard.
Here comes a 3rd and 4.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to pass, it's Rayner.
Caught.
Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Cross. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest.
Get ready for them to talk about the meat-eating contest once again.
Could eat more steak.
All right.
It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
I don't know, you have to adjust to where everyone plays everybody once.
Try to pop one on the
At least once.
They play that screen.
I believe-
14's just
The 2K rule, I believe, is that everyone plays twice.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a
Oh,
defense,
thing
I'm
is, I
gonna
can't
get
like.
yards
All right,
right there.
let me do an actual schedule
React to
live,
shallow, the running back catches the
Skip.
football. I come up, he gets
and I'll just
involved
like
in the game.
input the
It
dates.
doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
The Red Wolves will punt it away on fourth
Here's the
down.
punt.
Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Western Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And for a draw play,
Actually, I might just go and make a schedule. I'm not gonna lie.
But also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, sorry for the quiet. I'm just trying to make sure the schedule gets completed.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet too. I got another thing I gotta complete.
Okay.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Gonna throw it, has a man open.
Downfield. Really confident throw.
Got it.
Catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The Broncos will snap it on first and 10.
I can actually put dates on these. So yeah, Jan 1.
Western is working their way down the field to start.
Shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically.
I'm doing it where I'll have 8 teams play on Tuesdays/Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and 4 teams and 6 teams will play on Saturdays. But on the last day of the season, everyone will play.
Move the ball some here.
All
And
right.
I'll do a rivalry day.
Dropping back, it's Wolf. Gets it out.
Spin move for a first down. Steal on his feet to the 10.
And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back.
Gonna run it to the 5.
His way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back.
Hand off. Stuffed.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long. And now you're set up to 5th.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Into the end zone. Touchdown. Western Michigan.
Western Michigan.
Touchdown Broncos.
There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job
/8.
getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
All the games will actually be simulated on Saturday, so you'll just know the results. But
Right there.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making
So-
sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
this schedule might be a pain in the you-know-what to make, though. I'm not going to lie. But AI is not being polite.
First drive of the game, and now
What's that?
convert on 3rd down.
AI was not being polite, so, yeah,
When is it ever?
It's Rayner.
never.
Moves away as he feels
Gonna keep it himself. He's got a lot of room to work to the 40.
nifty little scramble on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up.
So what I should do, the smartest thing here, actually just pull up a calendar.
Wide
That way I don't have to go
receiver in motion.
cross-reference the dates.
Try to get the edge with
Oh,
a
pitch play there. Oh, he's got a lot of room to work.
They'll wrestle
To the 49.
short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
2-minute warning.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. He's looking to throw. Unloads.
Has him in open. Dropped.
Ball goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete.
Out of bounds.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my.
Actually, I can run the season 2 on March. I can run the season on March 8th.
Let him be
So
an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Or just end it all on that Tuesday night.
Top on first down.
Gonna throw it. Caught.
Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Red Wolves will have it first and 10.
People from
Looking to
Maryland.
pass. It's Grainer. Fires to the wideout.
To the corner.
That is just a solid
Inside the
They've-
20 now.
It's college, so we redo that actually.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
On first and 10.
Duke
trying to
will play
strike from
Maryland.
the 15. Looking to pass inside the red
Gonna
zone.
throw it
He's
down to
got
the
it.
5. Another first down. Minute 25 to go in the half.
On the catch for the first down.
Arkansas State
Running back
setting
ran
up.
the angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Gets it out quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly,
Less than a minute to go. It's second and goal.
get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
Looking for the tie. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point after.
Kick is up. It's good. This game is now tied with 50 seconds to go in the half.
An 81-yard drive, and the score comes.
And Western could try to go for the lead at the half.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Still on his feet to about the 27. Good return.
Vision to be able to find some space and
Yeah, I
put his
can.
team in much better field position. To the air, it's Wolf. They're bringing heat.
Caught.
Working that
Steps
left
out of
side
bounds.
now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack.
We'll have Miami play Virginia week 1.
On second down. looking
On
to
second
throw.
and 6.
Makes a
Hot.
connection.
But not a lot to gain.
To use its first timeout of the half.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Got his man in the middle.
There you go.
Offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He wants to throw.
Gonna throw it.
It's
Stopped.
complete to the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where
Second and 3 from the 49.
receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy.
All right, week
Got
2.
it. It's intercepted.
Picked off.
Intercepted. We got a good one brewing here in Birmingham. Not Birmingham.
Mobile. Same state, wrong city.
These have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Based on this field
Duke
position,
playing
Jesse,
Clemson.
they need to get something on the board before the half.
It's intercepted back.
Is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the
And we're right back where we left off.
He got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat.
He's going to just throw it away.
Just had to
Incomplete.
get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Wolf.
On 2nd and 10, I'll throw it to the sideline again. Incomplete.
Toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Final play of the first half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for
He's
it.
going to step back. He's going to heave this one deep down the sideline. It is
It's incomplete. And
caught, but he can't stay in bounds. And that'll be the end of the first half.
we played 2 quarters.
Western and Arkansas State are tied 7-7.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays.
Who can I give Boston
Things
College for
keep
the
trending
rivalry
in this direction.
thing I'm going to do?
What's that?
I'm going to do a rivalry week thing. Who should I give, like, some rivalries? Because I'll do Duke, Carolina. Stuff. But, like, who should I give, like, should I do Dave Show, Florida State? Or,
He'll bring it out. It's Nixon.
Do Day Show Florida State because Miami Boston College has a thing going on.
Work out as he
yeah, so we'll do,
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything,
and obviously the rivalry weeks, everyone will play the same teams.
behind you, you gotta see what
And I'll do that to end the season also.
be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down.
So do
In these types of
Georgia
games,
Tech,
I think
Maryland.
you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can
Oh,
break it.
pressure's coming. He's going to fumble it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A loose pigskin in the end zone. And
Well, we've never seen anything like this.
a fumble recovery for a touchdown. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it.
Look at this.
Great job on the defense. Not
Fumbles it backwards.
Girl.
getting points out.
And Arkansas State catches it and takes it in the end zone.
Add another to their lead.
One of the strangest touchdowns in 2K history, I'll say that much.
On top by 7. That is a defense
But Arkansas State now has the lead again.
sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score.
To
On the
22.
run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The run from the
They're on
shotgun.
1st and 10 to the 25.
Up at the 25 after picking it up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on
Clemson
first down
Tech.
and 2nd and 6.
On 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have success when they decide to run it.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man.
On 3rd and 3, that's enough for first down.
Connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On a handoff, first down and more. Past the 50.
There, he has enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Broncos look to keep this drive humming.
On 1st and 10, up the middle. Nothing.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
On 2nd and 10,
Fires to the big
out of bounds.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, a nice completion there. Finding
On
the
3rd
target.
down.
So beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass.
On 3rd and 4, he'll throw it. Incomplete.
The connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up.
They're gonna punt it here.
On 4th down.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the
On the jet sweep.
Yeah, first play.
Out of bounds.
Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to
Sorry, I'm back now.
just needs to kind of
Welcome back, 2nd and 3, a minute 50 to go in the 3rd. Arkansas State still with the lead.
looks to let him get lathered up.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Because I don't want to have teams doubling up in the week, but
What's that?
Gets it out to the 40-yard
let me make sure I've got
line
enough.
on that one.
So there's what, 14 teams? Let's see if I need 7 weeks for everybody to play once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 weeks.
The offense
You'll probably
gets up
miss.
at the 40. They've got a first down.
Oh, it's intercepted again!
Intercepted.
That's a 4th turnover today, and the 2nd pick for Western Michigan.
Can we change the rules where you play your rival twice at least?
And defensive back.
I
You'll end
guess.
up playing some. Yeah, because there'll be some overlap, but you'll miss some teams. Will miss a few teams.
Nice job breaking
And they split a home and home.
defense 'cause you don't have hands. Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys, we're about to get
like
another
Maryland's gonna play Dave's show here.
They had to punt it away on their last
Like, granted, like all the
possession,
tobacco
but
roads
great
will play each other
field
twice.
position this time.
Mhm.
Probably have
Like last possession,
like
just
Clemson and
Scrambling.
Georgia Tech play each other twice.
to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
Maybe the Florida teams will play each other twice.
In this
Mhm.
position, they like to take a shot right away and try and
Give
capitalize on this
I'll
field.
give Virginia. No, Virginia's already playing Miami.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the
Who did I
27
not
on
give them the
first
game
down.
yet? Duke might. Duke's not playing Miami yet.
They
And
set
Duke's
up for the
playing
run on the
VT.
draw. He's stopped after a
I'll
1-yard
have to
pickup
look at
at the
here.
30.
Who's not playing?
Tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the
Plugging
running back?
holes.
Like quickness.
What's up?
Didn't get
Who's
much on
playing?
first down.
Georgia
It's 2nd and
Tech.
9. Scanning the field, it's Wolf.
Here's
But he'll
2nd
play
and
it.
9.
Getting
He's gonna be sacked.
under pressure, and down he goes at the
like Miami will play. How I have it scheduled right now, Miami plays Virginia twice, but they play them like fairly early on.
All right, that'll end the third quarter. At the end of the 3, Ark State leads 14-7.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
On 3rd and 16, it's caught. He's got room to the 10, down to the 5. First down and goal.
Actually, I'm just gonna readjust some of these games.
Safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the
No, that makes them playing Miami back to back.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th.
They move Duke.
First and goal.
Great finish.
Caught at the goal line. He can't cross the plane though.
He was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Again, this is
Miami to play Virginia Tech, but they haven't played yet, so yeah, that'll work.
They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Duke is.
They're going to try punching it up the gut, and they got it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Touchdown, Broncos!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a
Miami,
hole,
Virginia
he
Tech.
saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
All right, Kreisensburg. Here we go. Cat, quit knocking my bottle. My bottle. Yep.
Lining up.
And all right, so you'll play your secondary rivals twice. So Clemson will play, for example, Clemson will play Georgia Tech and Florida State definite twice every year.
Yeah.
And they'll play South Carolina twice every year. And obviously, North Carolina will play NC State and Wake Forest twice every year along with Duke. I'll just rotate who's your third.
The kick is away.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has
So Arkansas State will have just under 4 minutes to try and take the lead.
with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Harden.
I love offenses.
Man, what team should I use Dave Show for send with Dave Show? Because if I get 2K, I'll just take Dave Show.
Yeah, I'm gonna take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
Also, what apparel brand do you think Dave Show would be?
Long yardage situations.
I have him as Nike, but
Short after the first down
Nike, okay.
He leaves it with his back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking
a minute has already passed thus far.
over the middle. It's Stevenson. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun.
2nd and 7, stuffed.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Probably.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Rayner.
On 3rd and 4, it's caught.
He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down.
On 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. Is anyone going to catch him? They will, but he wrestles his way past the 10 for a 1st and goal with 1:49 remaining.
A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver shows motion.
On 1st and goal, they hand it off. He's going to walk in. Touchdown! Red Wolves! I want to say Razorbacks, but it's the Red Wolves who score here. Look at the fireworks in the back.
This offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now
It's up and good.
Yeah, what team for Sim should I use Dave show? Like, what would be a comparable team to their basketball program?
Probably Florida State, actually.
Okay, so just use Florida State.
Yeah.
Looks as if the returner will try and
As long as it's, if you're using sim matchup, as long as it's not the same year as the Florida State you're using, it should be, it should work just fine.
looking downfield, it's Wolf. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback.
5 weeks done. 6 weeks of play done, technically, because I've got final week.
This offense has a second down play.
We'll get to see.
He's looking
Yeah,
to
we'll
throw.
get to State.
It's caught. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll throw it on first down.
Bobbled, incomplete.
That's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's caught. No.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
On 3rd and 10. Dropped.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd.
And this might be Western's last chance here.
Knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan.
He's going to heave it deep.
Top here late in the game.
Swat it away, and that will do it.
On 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called.
Dear NC State, I actively dislike you and make you play in North Carolina and Duke back to back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense.
On 2nd and 13, they hand it off.
On the ground with the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time.
Might bend the rules a bit. I might make Clemson and NC State.
Final
play
timeout.
twice.
They can just call it
Just drain
here.
the clock in victory formation.
Yeah.
The quarterback takes a snap and
We'll have to run one more play. So in a scenario he misses this kick, Western Michigan's alive.
Well, are they going to... They do have to kick it.
on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker.
If they do miss it, Western Michigan can win. Or at least tie. Kick is on the way. And it's good. That should do it.
7 yards out.
Problem.
So Western would need a 13-second miracle.
That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
You probably shouldn't put a long drive together since you don't have a lot of time to do it.
Time and comes out throwing.
Last play of the game, most likely, he'll just throw it out of bounds.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get
One more consolation prize on the way.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to win this game for Western, but what a game for Arkansas State to finish the best season they've had since 2013. An 11-win campaign for the Red Wolves.
on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
And on the last play of the game, they'll heave it deep. It is caught.
Spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
That was a good play, but I'll do it. Arkansas State are going to win the GoDaddy.com Bowl. What a rocket on that arm.
Combo.
(24-14) the final. Up next, it's the Eagle Bank Bowl. Kennesaw State and Stephen F. Austin.
Everybody working for the weekend. Henry Dietrich on road reference. When we're talking about Stephen F. Austin in that one episode. I'm tired. Who's the home team? Kennesaw?
SFA.
You know, these.
Doesn't Stephen F. Austin have a purple helmet?
I think so.
Yeah, the black helmet. That's not the helmet I was thinking of, but
Go with it or.
nah.
We'll definitely have to even up these teams. Or should we? Or.
Yeah, let's even them up. Let's see if we can get Kennesaw in all yellow. Oh, right there.
Lock on, even teams on. This is. Where's this game from?
It would be the military bowls are stand-in. It's the Eagle Bank Bowl in DC.
Alright. 3:30.
Oh, let's make it a night game also. Let's just round it out.
Yeah, I might just, for the sake of time, cut it down to 4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm tired.
We only have one more after this, so
Yippee!
if it ends up a blowout still, we can just send to the end.
Annapolis, Maryland. Today, we're
Here we are from Washington, D.C. It's the Eagle Bank Bowl. Stephen F. Austin, the Lumberjacks, in their first and last WAC season, wearing the purple with pride as they take on Kennesaw State out of the American, who in 2 straight seasons, and only 2 seasons in the FBS, they've made 2 bowl games. Trying to win their first bowl game in program history. This is a Kennesaw State program that has only existed for 10 years. A meteoric rise for the Owls included an FCS championship back in 2022. Oh, he's going to run it deep. Oh, look out. Brought down at the 45. What a return for Kennesaw State. Almost took the opening kickoff all the way.
So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes it.
Here we are, 1st and 10.
Hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game too, because he gets better as the game
Short handoff for a gain of 4.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little.
On 2nd and 6, he'll roll. Swatted down by a defender. Good eyes.
Knocks it away, incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass. It's
On 3rd and 6. That's enough for a first down.
left side. Put it right on
To the
it.
32.
Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the
And that's what a good kickoff return can do. They're already
example of
within field goal, just outside field goal range here.
the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, caught,
Right on target.
draped by a defender.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to
For clarification, that was draped.
the first down.
Isn't getting draped by a cloak.
On the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him.
He sheds him there, but he can't get past the second guy.
Slide those linebackers to
1st and 10.
receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Now from inside the red
Gonna throw it,
zone.
and it's
Nice
broken
defense
up again.
to get a hand in there and knock it away. I get it that the game is
This could be a conference game in the future.
there's so many
I could see it happening. Stephen F. Austin, I feel like, is quite likely to join the FBS in the near future.
I think back to the bowl games
And if they're going to go somewhere, they're probably going to the COSA alongside
City, generally
former rival Sam Houston.
the other team.
Yes.
Some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me though was a street
If you remember back in the day, there was the whole WAC debacle where they wanted to rejoin the FBS. How likely that is to happen now, I don't know.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first
But an SFA move to FBS is very likely, I think.
away from the gun.
As they'll throw it up there. Bobbled! Incomplete.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on
From just over 30 yards, it's going to be 4th and 5. The field goal is out, and the kick is good.
for the ref.
Good.
And with that, they break the
Owls taking an early lead.
It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This
Miami.
crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Kennesaw gets The early lead.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside.
They'll take it from the goal line. Stopped.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high.
Gonna hand off. Got it.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's gonna pass.
Gonna throw it.
They'll throw it to the back
On a screen play, gets 6.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Here comes the offense on second down. Robinson looking to pass. Finds his man in the middle.
Gonna be just short.
The defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
I mess up this bad. No, there's no way.
On 3rd and inches, they'll push forward for the first down.
First down, and they stop him at the 45.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down.
Another screen play with blockers. First down.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game.
At the end of one, Kennesaw leading 3-0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. To the air on first.
They're on first and 10. It's swatted away. I'll actually be right back if you can take over for a little bit. I gotta do some laundry. Put your broadcasting chops to work here.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They're going to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Robinson will throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you cannot blame the big boys up front. The Hog Mollies get a lot of the blame a lot of the time, but Mr. QB had forever to throw the football, all day to get rid of it. He didn't. He took the shot at the end, and the offensive lineman's literally to himself going, he should have thrown the football.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
2nd and short now after that completion. To the air. It's Bryson. Quickly out to the tight end. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, or being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
What on earth happened when I left?
1st down. Looking to
How are we at 3-2?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Now with
What in the world?
Trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys
Gonna
are
throw it.
great athletes that do it with ease.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Stephen of Austin will get a chance to score here.
We're gonna have to get the training staff to.
What in the world is happening?
Some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is gonna play way too many snaps.
Gonna throw it. Incomplete.
Monster football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Just a few
Yeah,
seconds
was I muted that entire
here as
time?
they try to put
Yeah, I had to leave for, I had to leave to do some laundry. I came back to a 3-2 ball game. Maybe it changes here, and it does! Touchdown, Kennesaw.
into the hallelujah land. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Thank you, Reese Davis.
Love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what.
That's gonna be a crazy screenshot to send to Danny
Keep the momentum and keep
when it was 3-2. Part of me hopes that this is the final score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's now 10-2. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
They'll just take a knee here to end the first half.
Down, but the offense is
And what a score to end it on.
Go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing military bowl. And it's been said football is
It is an intriguing game for sure.
based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today.
A combined 4 total rushing yards.
Argue that. I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
I mean, how fitting is it that the first safety in 2KU history, the first unintentional safety in 2KU history, happens while I'm not even in the room?
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Robinson looking to
Gonna be pressured, sacked! Oh, and it's almost intercepted!
He released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these
That would have been the craziest touchdown in 2KU history had he caught it.
know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Pre-snap motion
Second and
to the
10.
midfield. Looking to throw on second down.
Stopped.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense showing
Third and
plenty
11.
of snap movement of their own. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Running back goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw.
He'll just get rid of it.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open.
Third and, or fourth and long.
We're just throwing it away.
They'll just
That
punt it.
incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team.
One way here, Lumberjack.
Might have thought he
Is this
wanted
been a
to
punt
try to
bet
pick
all
up
night?
a few yards there, but he's content
Apparently it was a safety. I said it while you were gone. It's fitting that the first safety, unintentional safety in 2KU history happens when I'm not even in the room.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a 1-point safety.
I hope so. It'd be very
I
funny.
mean, I made it happen in stream, but we didn't count it because I got bored because it was Clemson versus Wofford. So
nice job by the QB finding them.
I guess that did happen.
it did, but it didn't.
We've never had a blocked punt or field goal.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it
I want eventually there to be more of a chance of that happening.
This defense came
Oh, yeah.
knowing that they
Some
had
way
to
or
match their physicality
one way or
to
another.
keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle.
Yeah, Wild the Mutant didn't realize. Also, I was trying to make a schedule, and I kept making errors. It took me like 20 minutes to figure something out.
It seems super easy to make schedules, right?
Right.
It seems really easy, but it never is.
Back to throw.
Yeah.
It's Bryson.
Uh-oh, he's got to throw it. He's going to be sacked.
Can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'm hoping and praying that this stays the final score, because imagine how funny that would be.
So many different things.
Yes.
Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you somewhere.
Yes.
That can rush the
Look at it. He's like, I don't think it's a snack.
On 4th and 16.
Will have to punt this one away.
And if you're going to have punts, that's a pretty good one.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with a
1st and 10, a minute and 30 to go in the 3rd.
Eye candy for the defense.
He's going to be sacked. No, he gets the throw off.
Hard as he
Incomplete.
that first down pass and it never had a chance.
Good awareness to at least get the ball off, but that could have been dangerous.
saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
2nd and 10, a completion.
He's got his man. They
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
He'll throw it, and there's your first down
It's Smith.
to the
And they wrap it
25.
up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Robinson will throw.
He's going to be pressured.
There and he gets rid of it.
Incomplete.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
They're on 2nd and 10.
This time it's complete.
Caught. It'll be 3 yards short of the first.
By the quarterback here, just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
All right. Sorry. Mom just got back with the Taco Bell, so
As they
you
get
get
set
another
to snap
review.
it, time
Okay.
winding down here in the quarter.
3rd and 3.
They'll run the option.
Option play.
The toss.
Sheds the tackler. It's going to be enough for a first. Still on his feet to the 45.
Gets enough for the first
This will
down,
bring up
but
the
not
end of the 3rd quarter.
another playoff
It's
here.
10 to 2 after
At
3.
the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw
Haha,
State
yes,
on
I love
top.
football.
They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
An 8-point play ties this
One
game.
quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Comes out throwing.
He's he's going to be pressured, and the screen goes nowhere.
It's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion.
Do we want to step in and have this score stand or no?
Yeah.
Clock is up.
I'll
Yeah.
run the clock out
Minutes as they come to the line for
because it's at like 3 minutes. They can do that pretty easily.
Or at the very least, just give Kennesaw the ball back.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually,
Can you throw a pick on purpose? Let's find out.
I don't think so.
Try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Now put this game up to like
And he'll try to
Heisman.
throw for it.
Get the first, get the first, get the first. No.
And the defense is swarming to keep it
Going
from
for it.
going to
Why
the
not?
first down.
Buck Power in
Great
this.
job rallying the football
playbook.
by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend.
Power,
the
you can always
play.
get some
Great
yardage.
team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
God, option.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this
I'm not
fourth
great
down.
at options except for speed. I'm great at good speed option. That's about it.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Buying some time.
Fall down.
Got the first.
Coming up for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
With this funky
Sometimes
single
you
back
don't give
stuff.
enough credit to a receiver knowing
Yeah,
exactly
duo, why not
where
just
he
run that?
needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Give to the single back. Powers through the defender. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it for the 2-minute warning, timeout, whatever it's called.
Bunch of yards on first down. Make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job.
I think we could just kind of like give it back to them. And then step in.
Minute warning, and time is up.
Should need be.
This offense is going to make a play. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
I remember the pitch button is your friend.
He'll run it again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
You could take a sack here.
Robinson looking to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late.
Imagine running a halfback zone on a 2nd and 23.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down.
And I think at this point we could just try and get them to pick it off, or
He's looking
one way or
down
another
field
just
to
end
throw.
this.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the misconnection on third down.
After that incompletion,
And there, we can just
so
punt it.
much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown.
Are you trying a field goal?
Keep this drive alive to have any shot at
The whole point is we're trying to finish it with 2.
down to this play right here.
Surely or not, I will not hit it from 63. He's going to miss it. He's short.
And the try is
Okay.
no good.
So now just swap back.
They could have used
That'll
it.
end it.
Scored
They should just go
a
into
little closer, but
nail me
still
for my
a
timeouts.
point gain. Quick timeout called by
Swap
the
back.
defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah. I just take another timeout, I guess.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
You can't call back-to-back. It's a new rule. I mean, actually, they can call timeout now.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense. Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Timeout called there by the defense.
Do not switch off.
To get the ball back and
I don't think he did, but they will just call it taking it a knee.
A little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone.
I think he didn't select to switch back.
Yeah, I went back and did it, so that's why I went the penalty.
All right, there you go.
Neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense.
And there they can take a knee. Kennesaw State, for the first time in program history, are going to win a bowl. 10-2 the final score.
Haha, yes.
Actually, if the stream is up, make sure, can you go on there and get a screenshot of this? Screenshot of that final score.
I'll skip through the highlights and get to it. Yeah, there we go.
All right, up next, we wrap with the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, Central Arkansas and Cal State Fullerton. Yeah, just send the screenshot in chat,
Yes.
and then we can get going. One more game.
Ball season's over.
We have one more.
Yes. Home team is
That would be Cal State Fullerton.
did Central Arkansas not show up on downloads? Because I remember downloading
They're
them.
UCA.
There. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They have the throwback helmet.
They have a white helmet.
Okay, they got an old Navy helmet. Orange County helmet.
I think
they're
their
orange.
I think their old one will do.
Old Navy.
Give it the orange jersey.
Yeah, orange on white.
Orange, blue. LA Bowl, I believe is.
Win by Gronk. Tyler clock on 4 minutes.
It'd be
6 p.m.
yeah, it'd be a 6 p.m. Is even teams on? Okay.
There we go.
And you have to take
Do
over
this.
for me for a little bit, because I'll be right back
Alright.
after we start. I'll let you know when I'm stepping out. But here we are, the final bowl game of 2KU. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl from the California area. Here we have the Cal State Fullerton Titans of Orange County
Oh, yo, stop.
in the area. The Titans ready to take on the Central Arkansas Bears, who are in hunt for their first bowl win. Central Arkansas in white. Cal State Fullerton in orange. And I will step out after the kickoff. Pigbear can take over while I'm out. I'll be back shortly.
Kickoff team out there.
Fullerton will get us started, and we're underway from one more bowl game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy.
And there you
Drop
go.
down there about the 16-yard line.
I'll be back.
Demetrius Williams, that wide receiver, looks to have a good day for the Titans.
Sometimes you sense that what the kids
Start here on the
swagger is
16-yard
false
line.
bravado. This dude
In
is
center.
nothing but real at wide receiver.
Trips right,
He's got that
trips
speed,
left
and
set.
just, you see DBs,
Looks
they're probably watching him come on the
fires.
field right now, and they
All right.
understand it's going to be a
2nd and
long
5 from
game.
the
This
21.
guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being
Good, just pitch and catch there.
where
Good,
you are on the field,
getting
make
some
sure
yards,
you get a
starting the cam
football
off.
inbounds. That's really impressive.
Get here for 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the
Look,
play fake.
roll that out. Caught.
Fires
It'll be
to the
short of the
tight
line
end.
here. 3rd and
He's
1.
really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looks here.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25.
Gonna run it outside. He's gonna be snuffed.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Promising drive stalls out for the Titans.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it
Fair
just
catch
inside
called.
the 35. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Look, gonna run.
Two guys that play
Stop.
in positions where you have to have
Stop,
such
no gain.
confidence, cornerback,
No,
wide
I'll see that.
receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last.
2nd and
play,
10 here.
2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Incomplete. 3rd and 10 from the 34. If you like defense, this might be a game for you. Or if you just like bad offense.
A
Well,
3rd
then-
and long
well-
coming up here.
So far, Central Arkansas
Keeps it on
defense
the
stepped
bootleg.
up to stop them. Central Arkansas offense hasn't done
Using the
anything.
quick game.
Well, they got 8 yards
And
there,
he's not
but it will
gonna
not
get
be
there.
enough
The
for
defense
Lenore's
stands
will knock
tall
off
and makes
Sellers.
the stop. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're
They will
such
punt
good
here for the
blockers.
second punt of the
Most
day.
time They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. From the gun, the
Second
running
offensive
back
drive for
tries
the
to hit
Titans
the hole.
goes in the first down of the
Really
day.
needed a play like
Yeah.
that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the
First down,
35.
CSU
The
Fullerton.
weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
1st and 10 from the 29 here. Motion's over.
Might as well give it
Gonna
to
run
him
it, and
again.
he'll pick up another first
They
down.
make the stop of this running game, moves the chains as they get the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Touchdown. I looked out for 1 second. It was a touchdown. We would have thought. My bad. Look down down to one thing making the schedule for basketball, and I just see a touchdown happen. Let's go back and watch this. Keontae Tyson. Oh, he takes it. Run the ball. What they're saying in Fullerton. Touchdown Titans. 6-0. Pending the extra point, it'll be 7-0.
PAT unit on the field. And
7-0 Titans.
Good at it. 7-0.
Kick is good.
Offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down
First and
there.
10 here for the Bears.
So
See
we'll
how
see
can
the
they
offense
respond.
on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
And they respond. Good play.
Make
Large
the
stand.
stop after the catch and still
9
some
yards.
work to do to pick up that first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver.
Will that be
job
enough,
to
though?
create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Gonna run it. Gets it.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
Good run here from a Caltech
They've
Fullerton.
swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Gonna pass it.
And he got
Stop.
smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Dropping back, it's Bowers.
Passes it. Oh, it's caught. He could go all the way. Touchdown
Expressway is
Bears.
wide open. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take
Douglas Saxon with a
Job to
great
do the
play.
right thing.
7-0
Get me in stride
pending
where
the
I
extra
don't have to
point.
Stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-7.
Scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house.
Now let's see how the
Ball tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Titans will respond.
On the move
Kick
from
returns.
inside 5.
Gets a okay return. That's about 23.
Running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense getting set for first down.
Looks,
Out of the gun, they
runs
go to
it.
back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2.
Stop
out
after a gain of 2.
26.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On second
Looks,
down, he'll let
man,
it
to not
fly.
have this up. Throws out of bounds.
Too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick
Throws caught.
He
First
steps
down.
out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's a small number 77. He's just tall. That's about it. Maybe he plays DN. Who knows?
Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking left. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the
First and
same
10 again.
throw route. Nice job by the
Another great
receiver
pass.
finding the soft spot
Proving
and
they can do it.
zone
Only
and just
run.
settle
Oh, and he
down,
catches that.
making that throw a whole bunch easier.
It's that good.
This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield.
So I got to sit off of this play. Looks, throws. Stop for game 5.
It's complete. Makes a catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so
Second and
quickly.
5 here.
That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to
Look
throw.
under, throws.
And he
Incomplete,
really
third
needed
and
to
5.
hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but
We near the
great
2-minute
job.
timeout.
They're getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to throw on third.
First down got, and then some.
They
2-minute
are
timeout.
on the move
It's here.
down to the 32, and they
Titans
pick
on
up
the
another
drive.
first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags it,
Second and 5 here for the Titans.
he completes it for the first down.
8th play of the drive coming up.
Looks under,
Looking to pass on second down.
throws, caught.
Near the sticks. It's
First and
Williamson.
10 at 20.
Good job running that route to get past the
And he's
sticks.
going to
because
keep on hammering it through. Titans on the move.
We knew coming into this game, this offense was
And they get the ball to
trying
start the
get
second
this
half.
receiver involved,
Double point.
get him
Double the,
involved early. So here they are just finding an
Point
easy completion.
shop here.
It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
from the red zone, looking for a
Looks,
space.
throws.
Going after it.
He's going to be taken down for a sack. That likely knocks him out of field goal range.
Get him at the 32.
Timeout Bears.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB.
Looks,
Not
throws.
many guys do it
That
as
gets him
well
back
as
in field goal range.
Finds his
Third
tight end.
15.
They make the stop, but not
49 seconds on the clock and counting.
They need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight ends, the
All
QBs
3 timeouts, so they're not in that much of a rush. They're not looking field goal. They're looking touchdown is what they inspired to come out here and do on this drive.
Really nice job of executing.
Looks,
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
and he's going to run with it.
His feet.
Stop,
And
4 yards
short
short.
tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I know he didn't.
As the clock will tick and tick and tick, and they may not get a playoff. This clock might
When you got fourth and did a great
mess them
job
up unless they call it timeout.
and keeping the playbook open.
Is that
Got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half.
It's
Maybe
CSU
chance to
Fullerton
get
called
off a
it.
couple more plays.
6 seconds just to make sure everything operation-wise is good.
Put up 3 before going
Time.
to the locker room.
Is up,
Let's see
and
upright
it's
is
good.
And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
I think it's good. They take back the lead, 10-7. The coach approves.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return. And
Halftime here in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl.
Touchdown on the final play of the half.
Your score 10-7. Keontae Tyson running the ball. As Brent Pry with Key. It's Brett Pry. Brent Key.
Indeed, that is the case. Talk about a first half from that
Boston College. I will do some scheduling during this little halftime break. Hopefully Joey will be back soon. It is late. I am tired.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all
Miami can wait
you know
for us.
exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. And it
Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long.
We'll
different
look
ways
here.
To affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
This keeps going on.
All right, we are back.
his accuracy, that's why the ball
Fought the ball down and up. Kind of interesting 1 at points. Kind of meh 1 at points so far.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the
Joe,
All
are
right.
you back?
I am back. It's 3rd and 2.
and I can defend.
2.
2:40 to go in the third. 10-7. Fullerton in the lead.
On 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead.
And they can't get it.
Thought they could just
Nothing.
on 3rd and short, but this
And that will bring up the punt unit.
That's a great individual play. And I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts.
And they'll have to
defense
punt.
because of it.
And those guys are
Yes.
really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game.
Gets
Nice
it
job
out of
keeping
bounds
space in there,
at about the
setting edge.
29-yard line, about the 30.
Let's see what they have dialed
Hey, I
up
missed
this
1
time.
touchdown because I looked down for 1 second and Cal State Fullerton broke up a huge run.
Uh,
From the shotgun, the hand-
Why they're doing
speaking
now?
of, here's another big run to the 50.
And the explosiveness, the big
Plus
gainer
territory.
to the 49-yard line.
Number 7 deserves
And-
player of the game, even if they lose. He's
That's
put
true.
the entire team on
Maintaining
back.
these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football.
Danny just responded to that message I just sent, and he just joined the call. Welcome, Danny. We're in the last game right now.
Run play there to the left.
It's 10-7 Fullerton.
I will do all this ACC basketball simming tomorrow morning. 'Cause,
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna be out tomorrow because I'm going to going record shopping with the mates.
Been eating them alive all game long.
Yes.
Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some
Main channel Among Us
something
friends Zane and Josh I'm going out with. I just did a video with Josh today where he did tier lists of new wave bands.
More guys to stopping.
Is it out yet, or
It's out, yeah.
Ground game.
I will be watching that after this?
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
If you ever need a grunge 90s general indie punk
I was-
analyst, come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they put REM on that list, and REM is very much not new wave.
Yeah, no.
Now facing a
Were they in the era? Yes. It's like
But they were like new wave had long since gone by the 80s when by the part of the 80s they were part of. What a catch for the first down.
not to get all already historical here, but they started in 1980, but they were not. That was not new wave.
No.
So they came about during the era of new wave, but their popularity didn't. Well, their popularity hit with
Gets a good release, gets down the field.
we say like national mainstream was not automatic, out of time, but like
Yeah.
rock when this came mainstream rock, I would say would be
Not until the late 80s. Oh, he's brought down.
So yeah, definitely not new wave era at all.
Yeah, new wave had long since gone by the late 80s when they started breaking through.
Yeah. Once Document came out, yeah, which was that what 87? Thing when they were
Somewhere around that area.
that's where End of the World, One I Love is on.
Fire! Yeah.
Coming down on the run.
At the end of 3, 10-7, Cal State Fullerton in the lead.
But I will say this is my REM take. There's very little redeemable after New Adventures in Hi-Fi. All of it kind of or bad. Bad Days, okay, but Bad Day was written in the 80s. Wrote it.
Going on play action. Swatted. But yeah, Danny, we mentioned it earlier in the stream. We have 3 new. We have the other championship. We have the D2, D3 championship set, as well as the Final Four in the FCS. D3 championship is going to be Mary Hardin, Baylor, and Ithaca. The D2 championship, Colorado Mines and Virginia Union. Hold that thought, as there's a catch through the receiver, or through the referee. It's going to be just short. They might go for it here. But yeah, D2 championship is Colorado Mines and Virginia Union.
Going forward, you can kind of put the game away here, being up 2 possessions. They'll kick a field goal.
Take the points where they can get them.
Mario Cristobal.
Kick is up. And good.
Am I very thankful Mario Cristobal did that bad play? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I am. I'm very thankful. It was very, first off, for everyone else, it was funny to see Miami choke. Second off, we got in the playoffs because Mario Cristobal can't manage clock.
Yeah.
It's funny how all this comes down from Mario Cristobal not knowing how to manage clock to the ACC having the worst bowl record of all time. Because Clemson would have gone in and played Colorado and beat the crap out of them like the Holiday Bowl or something.
So what is the ACC's record?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Bowers.
Stopped.
2 and 10.
Oh my! You had 12 bowl eligible teams?
No, I think we had 13. And it ended up being just what, Wake Forest, Stanford, and
Second and 8, incomplete.
who's the other win besides Syracuse?
You guys are the Tank Conference.
We are Tank Conference. But I still take a 6-6 ACC team over a 6-6 Big 12 team.
I don't.
Like you're not gonna sit here and tell me Cal wouldn't beat West Virginia. Pitt beat West Virginia. A mid ACC team beat a mid Big 12 team. Thank you very much.
West Virginia would beat Cal.
No.
It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
I mean, West Virginia Nation probably wants to, Mountaineer Nation probably wants to disown me last night after what I had to put on because I got cold. The VTech turtleneck in my drawer, in the same drawer as a West Virginia hoodie, so it's kind of some sacrilege I'm doing there. Just get 2 first downs and this one might be over.
We'll be back next Saturday. We have 2 streams separate, the D3, D2, and FCS championships. That'll be in the afternoon, and we end the evening with the national championship game. Number 1 Michigan and number 2 Utah from Miami.
You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
We've reached a 2-minute warning.
It's 2-minute warning.
Trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side.
2-minute timeout.
Game is not over if Central Arkansas can get the stop.
Yes, definitely not over. Because it's a 1 possession game still.
Keep it on the ground.
But we will not have to worry about.
Look at that.
Even in a worst case scenario, Cal State Fullerton just kicks field goal and it goes through. It's 2 possessions and it's virtually over. Number 7 needs this MVP trophy. That's the only way.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
I would think so. That running back has been the workhorse of this Fullerton offense. And there he goes again.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the defense.
How big is SoFi? It can't be that big. It looks.
It's like 80K.
There's no way that it looks this big, and it's the same as Clemson, which really doesn't look that big because mainly it's not one bowl. It's just.
I
two
mean,
big
Michigan
upper-
doesn't look that big.
Yeah, no. I mean, granted, I'm sure. Have you been there? Or?
To Michigan, no.
So no,
It doesn't look that
sometimes
big because
some-
it's all underground.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Same with SoFi. SoFi's mostly underground.
Yeah, one that looks bigger than it actually is, I would say, is back to Virginia Tech Lane.
Mhm.
Lane looks it looks like probably 100K, but it's definitely not. Same with Beaver Stadium. Like if you look from like the sideline, it doesn't look like it's 100.
They're gonna try another field goal. This one's from 40 and a half.
Here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
The UCA faithful trying to get a blocked kick, but it's good.
You know, it's funny in an age where there's so
Neyland looks all of the 100,000 it is. I will say that. I've not been inside Neyland, but being
Neyland's
outside-
100K?
Yeah, Neyland's 100K.
Since when?
Granted, it's 100K to like terraced up.
chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Sanford, from pictures, I've never been to Athens. Well, I've been to Athens. I've never been to Sanford Stadium. It doesn't look 100K, which I don't think it's 100K. I think it's 90 something.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside.
And
the
I
five.
think what's Bobby Dodd, 40 something? Let me look that up.
This quarterback has to stay
Florida State?
It looks
No.
and
No,
collected
Bobby
to slow
Dodd's,
this team down for a
Tech.
score late in the
Oh, he
fourth
got me an
quarter.
open over the middle of the field.
It's English.
Bobby Dodd,
Explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the
which is actually built on Grant Field. It's 55K. It looks about 55K, but it's so janky. Because I've been in the cursed upper deck, which doesn't connect to anything. Like they've had two upper decks, one on the sideline, one on
There's
the,
a cursed upper
zone.
deck? They got curses in this?
second is meaningful, and they save a few of
No,
them
it's
for
it's if you look at one of the end zones, there's an upper deck there, but there's none on the other end zone, and it doesn't connect to the upper deck and the regular seats on the sideline.
Oh.
to throw.
I was hoping there was an actual curse.
Yeah, there's a 5 points video about Bobby Dodd. It's kind of
Shoutouts to 5 points. One of the
no, it's a nice stadium. It reminds me just of a smaller, more compact version of Clemson, but.
they should just split the ACC in half and remake the Big East.
Yeah, just send all the Big East schools.
And SMU.
Tech, SMU. SMU, welcome to the Big East.
Gonna flip it out
To
to the end zone. Broken up.
They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to
Why is
move
Lamar
this
Sellers playing for Central Arkansas?
It's fourth down.
What?
South Carolina's quarterback. He's got the exact same helmet. They look very similar.
Huh.
Hey, shout out Clemson legend Brett Bielema.
Down in the fourth quarter.
Brett Bielema was the Clemson guy?
They'll go for
No,
it on fourth down.
He kept subbing during their bowl game versus South Carolina.
Gonna throw it.
Up-
Oh, he's got it. No, he dropped it. But that'll do it. CSU Fullerton gonna win themselves another bowl game.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
The California kids get it done in their home state.
Orange County represent. Do it again.
LA. Orange County to Compton.
Compton's not Orange County.
No, no,
Oh.
the stadium
You
is
sh-
Compton.
Inglewood.
I think it's Compton. No, the Clipper Stadium's in Compton.
No, Clippers are also in Inglewood. You're thinking of Coliseum that's in Compton.
Coliseum was in Compton. My bad. Because Inglewood always up to no good.
What a great year for Los Angeles 2024 was. And this will be a good way to kick off 2025. That's going to do it for us here today. We join you. We're off for the rest of the week, but we'll be back next Saturday for the D3 championship between Ithaca and Mary Hardin Baylor, the D2 championship, Colorado Mines and Virginia Union, and the FCS championship, which is still to be determined. And then that evening, it's the national championship game Michigan, and Utah. That's going to do it for us here. Thank you all so much for watching, and so long from the 2KU.